Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a minute ago, it was Jameis Winston leading his Buccaneers out of the tunnel. They're on their feet here in Tampa as the Bucs get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. And I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, an early season tilt. And when it's an early... Winston now to throw on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the play. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, that's Harper. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back.
Good job, D. Good job, D. That's right. Shut down, shut down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their quarterback from Central Florida. It's Blake Bortles.
And you can see why he was the number 3 pick when he came out in the NFL draft. 6'5", sturdy guy, strong arm, led his UCF team to a big bowl victory.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. He'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
And now out come the Jags. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all...
Let's go now. Four down. Ready? Move it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Ready. Blue ready. Boys out up.
Now Jameis on second down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Ready. Black 45 the hut. Boys hot.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you?
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give it. A couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
Green, triple C. Ready. Black 22. Let's go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Ready. Blue waiting.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's got Evans. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
First down, Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Again, it's Winston. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Ready. Black 22.
On 2nd down, Winston again. And he comes back with one complete. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Jameis again. Over the middle to Evans. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Ready. Blue ready.
From the red zone now, Winston. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Steelers who are out in front. The Steelers looking to get off to a hot start, and a road win would help them do just that. From there, it's over to our nation's capital to check on the Redskins at home at FedEx Field. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. The Panthers looking to get their season off on the right foot. They've got the lead on the road. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. The Patriots playing well in their opener, trying to send their sellout crowd home happy. In the game you've been watching, it was Blake Bortles with a strong first half throwing the football. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Jameis now on first down. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Ready? Black 22.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Evans has it left side. Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 84 yards. They go play action here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Jameis now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. To throw, Winston. He sets to fire deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by his former FSU teammate Jalen Ramsey. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment. Following the interception, Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. 20, 10, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A first down throw for Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wagner. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. It's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue ready. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wagner. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Telvin Smith in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They get it to him running left. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a critical...
550, 550. Ready, blue ready.
And they'll run it here. What a spin. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Jacksonville, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ first class, not what you went to. You need to relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat chain and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Private. You need a in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I'm just here to remind you, but never mind me, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me. I live in you. Both of our fire offend you.
Bring out the Brinks truck, I'm young, flying ice up. 100-yard dash, I had to run my price up. Boss your life up, I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey, you know these checking for me in the DMs, getting for me. I ain't even took the dollar out my pocket and the still shaking for me. And I'm frosty like Tony in the club with the owner. I can walk on water, pop it like, hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. 30, I might go around the two, stacking up, I love how my money count on move. With attitude, I got a attitude, and I dropped out of school. I'm going up, check my vertical. Man, I'm breaking every rule. TMZ harassing me, I got a camera crew. I'm addicted to shopping, so everything brand new. I'm friends with the jeweler, my diamonds like shampoo. Hey, she like she applying shampoo. Pretty face, she got a look. Keep a few racks on me. I used to work in the factory. Been hating that never bother me. I make they follow me. Teacher said that I'm a prodigy. When I'm shopping, I don't care what it's costing me. 10 bands, really, that ain't a lot to me. Turn on my swag to infinity. I leveled up on these. Yeah, I leveled up. Hey, I bezeled up on these. Yeah, I bezeled up. I ain't got time for no negative energy. I'm on a winning streak. I'm on a spree. The devil be doing the most, but he don't ever get to me. Bring out the Brinks truck. I'm young, flying. 100-yard dash. I had to run my price up. I had to boss mine. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. They call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they tryna. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave me the choke. I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See slime break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a break. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your in them. Hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave me the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave me the chokehold. I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. There's the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's
Get out of my way. It's the coach. This is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, bruising runner Leonard Fournette fresh off 100 yards a week ago. Coming up, we'll see the visiting New Orleans Saints as they get set to square off against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine AA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental. A long way.
Now a play fake here on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Whoosh. And he's into the clear. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win this. They're telling everyone that they're going to.
On 1st and 10, Hoffman. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The numbers there for Conner in last week's. Game. 20 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
Back to throw. Hoffman. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing on first down. Hoffman. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nice, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. His drive will start with Conner. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
They just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. Now it's Conner. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they work this out past the 25. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Forget height and catch radius. When you run the fade really well, run down the defender, kind of take him a little bit towards the middle of the field, and then fade to the sideline and give your quarterback some space, it can be executed that well, just as we saw.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Hoffman. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun, Hoffman. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On first down, Hoffman. That is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go now.
Off play action, Hoffman. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've hit the end of quarter 1. 7-all is the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
From the gun, Hoffman. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it,
All right, here we go.
touchdowns.
Green, 39.
Looking to throw. Hoffman looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flynn. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Set. Green, 39.
Here's counter. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing right, and that's complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here we go. 3-19.
Operating from the gun, Hoffman. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw on second down, Hoffman. He's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are... Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taking it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hoffman. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Hoffman. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing on 1st down, Hoffman. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
They'll look to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hoffman buying time to his left. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hoffman. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Steelers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go! 3-19!
Operating from the gun, Hoffman. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So instead of forcing... Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 20.
Gentlemen, this week's not over yet, so don't get comfortable. We've had a good week so far, so let's make sure we finish the same way. Consistency is the key to winning in this league, so keep up the good work.
Set! Green 80! Set! Green 80! Green is alright! Set! Green 80! Green is alright! Set! Green 80!
All right. Small steps in the right direction. That's what we've been talking about. And you know what? Today you took a lot of those small steps. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.